Hello everyone, welcome to class 14 of CM1. I'm Pratap from Smears Education Solutions. We'll discuss level annuity today. This is fourth class. We've already covered the present values. In today's class, we'll discuss future values, the accumulated values. Suppose this is 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And for this year, we have a payment here. 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 And for this year, we have one here. So they're in arrears. You check it, there is no payment here. So these arrear payments, we want to accumulate. This value will get interest for 4 years, starting from here 1 to 5. This one will get interest for 3 years. This one will get interest for 2 years. This one will get interest for 1 year. This one will get no interest. We need to find the accumulated value of the series of payments 1 1 1 1 1. If you find individually, then you need to add everything. This one I can write here, and this one will grow to 1 plus I in 1 year. This one will grow to 1 plus I square in 1 year. This one will grow to 1 plus I power 3 in 1 year. This one will grow to 1 plus I power 4 in 1 year. If you add everything, that is called S4. Remember, I'll not write a due here. When you are deciding whether to write a due here or not, check it whether the payments are in arrears or the payments are in advance. It will depend on that. Because the payments are in arrears, you will not write a due here. The formula for SN is 1 plus I power n minus 1 divided by I. We'll derive this formula in the next class. We'll try to use the formula in today's class. Let's use the formula and find the value. Instead of 1, if I write some value, suppose 1000, and interest rate is given, then I should be able to find the future value. The only thing I need to write here is 1000, and I need to multiply. It will take a lot of time. This is the expression. 1000 into 1, that is 1000. So we have to find all, and we need to add everything. It takes a lot of time. Instead, we'll directly find 1000 S4. Here we'll find 1000 S4. Suppose I is 5% given. Then if I use the formula, I'll be able to find directly. If you find I using I 5%, 1000 into 1.05 power 4, then you will get 1 by 1 value. Let me erase this one and write the values here. This is 1000 anyway, and this will be equal to 1000 into 1.05 you need to find. This will be 1050. This will be 1102. 1157. See, it takes a lot of time. I left these. So let me add 0, 0 here as well. So if you add everything, finally you get 5525.64. You can check it. Now, if you apply the formula and you try to find directly this one, let me write here. There are 5 payments, right? So for 5 payments, we have to write 5 actually. Sorry, I left this one actually. So 1, see, we have 5 payments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to count this way. So we have to make it 5,000 as 5. I can write it properly. As 5, I will apply the formula. 1.05 power 5 minus 1 divided by 0.05. This way you have to find, and then you have to match the answer. You will get approximately the same. 6.3 we are getting here. There is a little bit difference. That is due to rounding up. We are using calculator. So we'll try to use this formula and you will see the proof in the next class. Let's go to the next one. Here, if you see, the payments start from the first one. Here, suppose for 1 year, 0 to 1. For first year, we have a payment here. For second year, at the beginning, 1 here. For third year, 1 here. For fourth year, 1 year. For fifth year, at the start of fifth year, 1 here. There is no payment here. So if you find the value, you will get 1 plus I. The starting one is 1 plus I. Then this is 1 plus I square. This is 1 plus I. This is 1 plus I square. This one is 1 plus I power 3. This one 1 plus I power 4. This one 1 plus I power 5. And you have to add everything. And the term here will be S and due. Again, count the number of payments 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have to write S5. And you see the payments are due payments or area, due payment. So we have to write this. This is the expression, notation, you can say. The notation is S5, this notation. This notation is S5, due here. Now we have two ways. Either we'll take some payment, we'll find. Otherwise, you can find directly. We'll do like last time. We can start with some payment and then we'll check what is the final payment. So let's take 1,000 instead here. Once we can check, from next time we'll apply the formula. So here we have to write 1,000. Here also we have to use a calculator. If the interest rate is given, we'll be able to find the accumulated value individually. We'll take 5% per annum. And then we'll try to write each one. 1102.50. Then this will be 1157. 0.63, 1102.50, 1102 square, 1157.63, that's fine. Then you get 1215, okay. Yeah, there was some mistake. I've repeated. One two one five 0.51, 1276.28. So if you add everything, you get 5801.92. Now, if you want to find directly using the formula, so now 1000 I've written, I have to add 1000 here. This is the final value. And the formula for this is 1 minus 1 plus I power n divided by d. N is 5 here. So 1000, 1 minus 1.05 power 5 divided by, we have to find d from 5%. I is 5%, so we have to find d. Once you know d, you can write that, or you can do otherwise. Whatever way possible, you find d from I. You have to check the final answer. Again, we'll prove the formula. Let me write it here. SN due formula. Just apply it. 1 plus I power n minus 1 divided by d. That's all. This is the formula for Sn. We'll prove it in the next class. We'll apply, we'll do some problems. I've already applied this formula here, and there is a little bit difference because we are using calculator. This is the first example. Find the value as at 1 January 2024 of a series of payments of 2000 payable on 1 January 2021, 1 January 2022, 1000 2023. So these are the yearly payments. Let me write the yearly payments here. I'm just writing 0, 1, 2. This is 0. Then this is 1, 2, 3 here. So 2000 here, then 2000 here, then 2000 here. 3 payments are here. You have to find here 1 January 2004. This is 1 Jan 2024. This is 1 Jan 2021. This is 22. This is 23. You have to find here. You have to find the value here. And then this one also to find here. all three payments here. And if you see, the payments are due, so you have to write 2000 S3 due, this one. And you can apply the formula here directly. 1 minus 1 plus I power 3 here divided by D. Here I2 is given 7%. Half year interest rate I2 by 2 is given 7%. From I2 by 2, you need to find D. You can find I from I2 by 2. From I, you can find D. Once you know D, then you will be able to find the value. So if I2 by 2 is 7%, check that I is 0.1449 and D is 0.126562. Then put everything here, and then you should be able to get the final value. You can check the answer. It should be 7912.855304. This is the answer. Let's proceed further. Second problem. Here 0, 1, 2, 3. I think there are four payments. 2000 here, 2000 here, 2000 here, 2000 here. You need to find here 1 May 2022. It starts on 1 January 2021. Okay, here we have to write 1 by 3, 2 by 3. 1 by 3. This is not a quarter, 4 months. Another 4 months. This is 1 year. This is 4 by 3. Here you need to find the final value. Here also you get due. But we have 4 payments, so we have to write 4. So 2001, what is interest rate? 10%. But I is 10%. This is not I. Period is not 1 year. You have to find the period interest rate. Period is I3 by 3. Okay. So I is given 0.10. You find I3 divided by 3 using the formula 1 plus I3 divided by 3 power 3 is equal to 1 plus I. Use this formula and then find I3 by 3 from I. Once you know I3 by 3, that will be your big I. Last time we didn't change the formula because there was no such thing. The period was 1 year, straightforward. Here the period is not 1 year. We have to find I3 by 3. I3 by 3 will be 0.03280. You can check it. That is our I. 1 plus I power 4 here. Minus 1 divided by D will come. So once you know capital I, this is your I. From I you can find D. D is I upon 1 plus I. You put everything here and then check the answer. It should be 8671.4866. Next problem. Present value. How present value? Value means you have to see, you have to check whether it's present value or accumulated value. I must have written present value, accumulated value initially to know that you are finding. Here also the date is mentioned. Now go to the third problem. Yeah, this is something we need to avoid. So calculate the value as of 31st December 2005. Okay, this is the date. If you see the question, we have monthly payments, 1 December, and it starts from 1 April. This is 1 April. Okay, we'll take this as 1 April. You will be able to know why. This is 1 April. This is 1 May. Do that way up to 1 December. 1 December. Count the number of payments. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. There are 9 payments. So all are included, these 9 payments. And you have to find on 1st December. I can write this as 1 March. And the payments are 1000 here. Even if you don't write 1 March here, there won't be any problem because this is even not required. But if you write this way, it will be better. Why and how you can write? To say that this is a payment in arrears. If you want to say this is arrear payment, you have to show this way. If you have to show, you can say that this is the payment in arrears, you have to show this 1 year. So you are finding on 1 December, I changed it now because I want to use SN. In the first 2 problems, I used due. I don't want to use due. So I brought here. Once you bring here, at this point, you are finding the payments will be in arrears because there is a payment at last. That's why I took 0 as 1 March. Even if you don't take, suppose you cut this, okay, it's not required. Or 0, 1, 2, even not required. How can you do? You count the number of payments. You count. You start from here 1, 2, 3, 4 up to. These are the from April to December. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 9 payments are there. And you are finding here. So it should be 1000 S9. Due will not come here. The payments are not due. How the payments are not due? If you don't have number line, suppose you don't have number line, nothing you have. You are finding here. You are finding the future value of all these payments here. Then how can you know? Count 1, 2, 9. I've written S9. Accumulated value, so S I have to write. 1000 payments, so 1000 I have to write. You count and write 9 here. The only thing you need to decide is whether you need to write a due or not. Will not write due. See, it's a bit different if you compare with the present values. See, there is a payment here, so we are not writing due. There is no payment here. This is coefficient. There is no payment here, so due is there. That way you can write. Otherwise, you have to draw the full diagram. There is no due. So this will be 1000 1 plus I power 9 minus 1 divided by I. Again 1000. I is I12 by 12. Given I12, 6%. So this will be half percent, 0.005. You know, I put here. And then check the answer. If you get this, it's fine. Otherwise, you can always comment below. We'll change it. This much for the class today. If you enjoyed it, please like and subscribe this video so that you can keep up with our latest content. Thank you. Class is over for today.